Wednesday is another Benches Day at Disneyland, and so I figured that this might be a good time to talk about all the different gorgeous gardening that goes on around here at Disneyland.
We're talking about plants,
Topiaries, flowers,
horticulture. It's
gardens.
fun.
There's gardens all around, like just plants and gorgeous flowers all around. This whole place is just a beautiful garden.
It really is. We're actually sitting on a bench right at the hub, and I'm gonna turn a little. It's
There's
really
the Parker
bright.
statue.
So I don't know if you can see it, but there's so many pretty flowers just right behind us even. It's just
Purple.
because it's springtime. So did you know, and you probably do, but I'm gonna tell you anyway, did you know that Disney changes their flowers seasonally? They change them all the time. Yeah.
Get out of
Fun
town.
fact. So honestly, for some of you who may not get to the parks all the time like we do, you may not notice. So just FYI, they do seasonally. They change them. So right now it's springtime. Everything is very like pink and
Beautiful.
floral and colorful. During the holidays, they have poinsettias out in the winter, and everything's very red. Yeah, pumpkins and orange flowers in the fall time. So yeah, depending on what the season is, the flowers here change. And I've always found that to be really cool and fascinating about Disneyland. They put a lot of thought and effort into their horticulture. They even have a horticulture at Disneyland tour that you can take.
That would be fun.
You can go on their website and find out how to schedule. I'd love to take. I've been wanting to take that one for a really long time.
I want to do all the tours. I just haven't yet.
I've done a few and I love them every single time, but horticulture is definitely on my list.
The most, I guess, iconic gardening thing here, or floral thing, would be the big Mickey in front of the train station when you first arrive here. That one changes all the time.
For sure.
The color, and it's like the big Mickey head, and it's the most iconic thing that you spot when you first get into the park.
Kind of sets the floral vibe for what you're going to get when you get into the park.
Yeah, it definitely does.
Yeah, and it's the first thing you see. A lot of people are always taking pictures in front of it. It's beautiful.
It is. It's one of my
really
favorite
cool.
picture spots. It's a good one.
You know what my favorite plants in the park are?
What?
I love Tomorrowland, because the Tomorrowland plants are edible. Not all of them, but there are rosemary bushes right next to, like when you're standing in line for Buzz Lightyear, when the line is like a little bit long, the rosemary bushes, and I love to like, don't pick them. I would never ever do that. But I love to like stoop down.
Don't make
and
something
not
edible and then tell me not to eat it.
I love to like stoop down and not pick it, but smell it, because the rosemary smells so good. But if you pay attention, you'll also see vegetables. You'll see grapefruits and oranges. And I mean, this whole place is built on orange groves.
I want to eat
Let's
it.
talk about that. I know, right?
Well, now let's go to
Let's bring
Tomorrowland.
like a little Ziploc bag.
Let's go to Tomorrowland and eat some plants. Let's do it. Who wants to do this?
Okay. So I'm gonna go stop Tiffany from eating the plants in Tomorrowland. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please subscribe.
You tell me something's edible and then you tell me I can't eat it? That's like the worst setup ever. It's like, guess what? You can eat these, but don't eat them.
But I mean, it's rosemary though, so it's like by itself.
But you said vegetables. I'm gonna find me a vegetable.
Vegetables. There are.
That sounds like lunch.
It's pretty cool.
Sounds
but that's
like
my favorite part. And like, well, I remember my first time discovering that. Like, I was already an adult, and I had been cooking, so I could recognize like seasons and herbs and things like that.
I bet you were
This is a
recognizing.
rosemary bush.
And did you bring a plastic baggie for dinner?
I didn't, but I was tempted to.
And take some rosemary home.
There's nothing better
for
than
your
fresh
dinner?
herbs, you guys. Nothing better. Please, 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 and I stress, we're joking. Do not pick the foliage at Disneyland. Do not bring a Ziploc baggie and pick rosemary for your spice cabinet.
Yeah,
don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah, no,
Don't.
don't.
But yeah, so that's what we got for you today. Next time you're at Disneyland, take a moment to stop and smell the roses.
Or even look at these cherry blossoms.
Yeah.
Are those cherry blossoms?
I don't know, but they're pretty and they're pink.
They're pink.
I don't think
they're cherry blossoms. Listen, I'm from DC where the cherry blossoms grow, and I'm like, look at these cherry blossoms. They're not cherry blossoms.
I don't think
but
they
they're
are,
pretty
but look
and
how
pink.
pretty they are. They're pink, and they go with my rose gold ears.
Gardening, it's beautiful.
We are so
this
is the silliest video we've ever made. We're not drunk. We're sober. We're at Disneyland.
Well, I just want to eat some plants in Tomorrowland and
There's
enjoy the
nothing
pretty
wrong with that, I
flowers.
understand.
And so, just take some time and maybe plant something, or enjoy the gardening around you, like we're doing here at Disneyland.
Sitting in the garden of Disneyland.
Sitting on a bench,
Twirling my hair.
looking at the flowers,
Twirling my hair.
thinking about eating the plants in Tomorrowland.
Don't do that, Tiffany. don't eat the Tomorrowland plans. I'm for real gonna stop her, you guys. Thank you for tuning in.
Fine.
Please subscribe. You can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Disney Benches.
Do that.
And we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.